So guys, here we are in Grow a Garden. Today I'm going to be showing you all of the mutations in the game and how to get them. I'll be covering even admin mutations, normal mutations that you guys can randomly obtain, and ones that you need specifically do specific things in order to get as well, guys. So watch this video entirely if you want to get all the mutations on your plants as quick as possible by knowing how to get each mutation and what they're worth. So let's simply get on into it. Starting off, guys, with the most basic mutations in the game, we're going to talk about gold and rainbow. So guys, gold mutations have a 1% chance to go ahead and randomly spawn on a plant, guys, when growing, and rainbow has a 0.1% chance. Now, you guys can also get the gold mutation from getting the dragonfly pet. The dragonfly pet, guys, will randomly go ahead and turn a fruit gold. Now, another thing as well, guys, is with the gold mutation, you can actually boost the chance of getting that through the use of sprinklers. And also, if you have a gold tree or a rainbow tree, that 1% chance will be higher. Same thing works with rainbow, guys. You can boost the chance of sprinklers, and if you have a golden or rainbow tree, again, that chance will be higher. Now, for rainbow mutations though, guys, you can also go ahead and get rainbow by having it be applied by the butterfly pet. The butterfly pet can be obtained a 1% chance from an anti-bee egg, guys. Now, it will only do this when the crop has 5+ mutations. It'll wipe those mutations and replace it with rainbow. So that's the first set of mutations. Pretty much most common ones, and ones that can't really be put on the plant once it's grown, unless of course you guys have the required pets. Next, guys, we're gonna go to, by the way, gold is worth 20 times and rainbow is worth 50 times. Next, we have the wet mutation. This wet mutation here, guys, is applied during rain weather, thunderstorm weather. Small chance to be applied if you guys use sprinklers. It can be applied by the sea turtle pet and from the under the sea admin event, guys, and that wet mutation is a 2x multiplier. We have windstruck. This can be obtained during windy or gale weather events and can be applied by a windy mutated pet. You guys can get that here from the pet mutations. That again is worth 2x. We got moonlit, guys, which can be applied during nighttime. A maximum of 6 plants can be applied with moonlit every 2 minutes. That's 2 times. We've got clay, guys. I think I've got, as you see, a few clay ones over here. This is pretty much going to be applied to your plants when the wet and sandy mutations are combined. So if you guys have a wet mutation on your plant and it gets sandy, or if it's sandy and it gets the wet mutation, it will have clay, and that's worth 3x. We have chilled, guys. That is applied during frost. It can also be applied by the polar bear pet, guys, as you can see here, or can be applied by the chilled mutation spray, and that's worth 2x. We have chocolate, guys, which can be applied from the chocolate sprinkler, chocolate rain admin event, and also mutation chocolate spray as well, guys. That's worth 2x. We have pollinated, guys, can be applied during bee swarms or worker bee swarms, guys. It can be applied by bee pets, for example, the queen bee, some of the wasps, guys, the normal bees, the honeybees, stuff like that, which is pretty cool. It can also be applied using the mutation spray, the pollinated mutation spray. That's worth 3 times. We have sandy, guys. Sandy can be applied during sandstorms. That's worth 3x. Next, we have bloodlit. This is similar to moonlit, guys. However, it's only during blood moon events. Blood moons have a 30% chance of happening whenever it's nighttime. So that's a 4 times. We have twisted, guys. Twisted can go ahead and be applied by tornado weather events and also by the pterodactyl, which is pretty cool. We have drenched. That gets applied during tropical rain and it replaces the wet mutation. However, it's quite a benefit, guys, because drenched is 5 times instead of wet mutations 3 times. Next, we have frozen. Sorry, guys, we actually have cloud touched. That's applied by the cloud touch mutation spray, which you guys can get at the traveler merchant, the hot air balloon traveler merchant, or you guys can get that from the Hikith Macau pet, which I think I do have in my inventory right now. I do, as you can see, guys, has a 17% chance to apply the cloud touch mutation. Now that's worth 5 times more. Next is frozen. This is worth 10 times more. This is applied whenever a plant has either both wet or drenched and the chilled mutation. It can also be applied with a chilled mutation spray on a wet crop. It can also be applied by the polar bear or the flower froster sprinkler for flower pets only, and also can be applied by any pet of the frozen mutation, which you guys can get over there at that mutation thing, guys, which is pretty cool. Next, we got tempestuous, which is a combination of windstruck and twisted. That's worth 12 times. Next is Aurora. This is applied during Aurora Borealis events. They have a small chance to happen during nighttime, and that is going to be worth 90 times more. We have Shocked, guys, which gets applied during thunderstorms or Jandal Storm admin events, and it can also be applied during with a Shocked Mutation Spray. That is worth 100 times more. As you see, we currently got a few Auroras over there, guys. We also got Celestial. This is worth 120 times. That's applied during meteor showers, which only happen during nighttime. And finally, guys, you got Dawnbound for the obtainable ones, which is played and applied during the Sun God events. 4 players must hold a sunflower on top of these facing the Sun God, but it can also be applied with pets with the Ascended Mutation, which is really, really cool. So that's kind of all the ones you can get normally without any admin events, guys. And now we're going to get on into a few of the admin event and limited time ones, which you may or may not be able to get depending on what pets you guys have and depending on if you guys are playing during admin events. So guys, to start off the next part of the list here, we got Burnt. This can be applied using the Cooked Owl pet. And it's worth 4 times more. You can also get it if you guys have the Burnt Mutation Spray. We have Verdant next. I don't know if I've got any. No, I don't think I've got any Verdant plants, guys. But this has a small chance to be applied using the Scarlet Macaw pet, guys, or during the Solar Flare admin weather. That's worth 4 times. We've got Wilt Proof. This can be obtained during the drought weather. That's worth 4 times as well. We got Plasma during a laser storm. I think I might actually have some plasma ones. Yeah, here we go. Here's plasma, but unfortunately it doesn't actually show anything. It should just be like a neon purple color, guys. We have Honey Glazed. That's worth 5 times more. That's from Honey Sprinklers, or can be applied with the Bear Bee pet. We have Heavenly, which is 5 times. That is during a Floating Jandal event, which is again an admin event, guys. We got Fried, which can be applied during a Fried Chicken admin event. That's 8 times more. We have Amber, which is 10 times more. That is using Amber Mutation Spray, which you guys can get down over here. And also a small chance to be applied by the Raptor when you guys harvest the fruit. By the way, over here is the Amber Mutation Spray. Next, by the way, Amber's 10x Cooked. It has a small chance to be applied by the Cooked Owl pet. That is also 10x mutation. We have Old Amber. After 24 hours with the Amber mutation, Amber will change into Old Amber. So pretty much that is worth 20 times more, which is kind of cool. We have Zombified. That is worth 25 times more, as a small chance to be applied by the Chicken Zombie pet here. Next is Molten. That is applied during a Volcano admin event. That's worth 25 times more. We have Ceramic, worth 30 times more. It requires the Clay mutation and either Burnt, Fried, Cooked, Molten, Sun-Dried, Meteoric, or Plasma. And then you guys will go and get Ceramic from that as well, guys. That's worth 30 times. We have Ancient Amber, which is worth 50 times. That is after 2 days. Old Amber will age into Ancient Amber. We have Historic Amber as well. After a week, Ancient Amber will age into Historic Amber. I don't know what the multiplier is on that, guys. Probably going to be like 75 times, 100 times. We have Friend Bound, obtained through Friendship Pots. More pots has a higher mutation chance. And essentially, as you'll get a pop-up saying, the power of friendship has given your plant Friend Bound mutation. That's worth 70 times more. Infected has a 75 times value multiplier. That is applied during a Jandal Zombie event. Of course, an admin event, guys. You have Sun-Dried, 85 times more during a Heatwave or Solar Flare. It can also be redirected with a Tanner Mirror. It's worth 85 times more. We have Paradisal, which is worth 100 times more. Occurs when a plant is both verdant and sun-dried and replaces both of those mutations. We have Alien Like, which is 100 times. That's applied during the Alien Invasion events. We have Galactic, which is 120 times, which is applied during space travel events. Again, a lot of these are just admin events, guys. We've got Disco, which is 125 times more. That is going to be applied during disco events, guys, and also can be applied by the Disco Bee, which you guys can actually still pick up in the game here from the anti-bee egg, 0.25% chance. We have the Meteoric enchant, which can be obtained during meteor events, which can only be spawned by admins. And finally, we got Void Touched, which is going to be 135 times. That's obtained during a black hole event. Again, that can only be spawned by admins. So there you guys have it. That's all mutations in Grow a Garden and how to get them. Essentially, guys, the best way to get them is simply just wait for the admin abuse to happen, which happens commonly like an hour and a half before an update starts, guys. So if you're on the game during that time, you're going to get a lot of really good mutations. That's how I normally farm up all of my mutations. So yeah, guys, I think that's honestly going to be it for the video here, and I guess like and subscribe for more.